Hey everybody, and welcome back to another reaction video. We are currently smack dab in the middle of Festa. For those of you who are ARMY, as you know, this is the 10th anniversary of the boys of BTS. I say boys, but they're literally grown men already. Some are in their 30s. The youngest one is 25, which is JK. But it is their 10-year anniversary that's coming up in a couple days. And also ARMY's anniversary is coming up as well. So whenever it's a festa where it's an anniversary for the guys, you guys all know that it's not just a one-day thing. It's like it takes up half of the month of June. And we are still recovering from the trauma that was Festa from last year, the dinner. So I don't even know what's the status of everybody that's going to be once they have the dinner for this year. A lot of you guys already know that a lot of the content was filmed prior to Jin and Hobie enlisting. So we're actually going to get to see OT7, which is, I think it's something that a lot of us were a little bit sad about, that we thought we were not going to see all of them together for their 10th year anniversary. So it's so exciting and also amazing, and like it shows how much they planned out, not only them but also like Big Hit, how far ahead they have everything planned, because we know that BTS had been planning their enlistment for a couple years now. They were supposed to go in and enlist in 2020, but then COVID happened and they pushed it back. So the fact that they had everything planned out already and they knew that what they were gonna be releasing, and they pre-recorded content so all the members would be there, is amazing, and just shows how much they appreciate the fan base and give back to the fan base. Because you know, it's like without the fans, obviously the artists are not going to be as popular as they are. So it's always important for the artists to give back to the fans, and then the fans give back to the artists and like show the support and love by like supporting their projects and streaming their music and buying their products. So it's like it's a give and take relationship, but I feel like they do an amazing job of really always having ARMY. We're spoiled. Literally, we're spoiled. Like all the stuff that's happening in Korea, which is, I know it's like a little FOMO, a little bit like of jealousy from us international armies, but they're Korean singers. So obviously the big festivities are going to happen in Korea because that's their home country. And it's just like so much is happening that it's like amazing, all the stuff they planned, like activities in the city, like days worth of activities, like the whole city of Seoul being part of it and many different establishments taking part of it, shows the impact. I'm getting emotional. Shows the impact that they have in the economy, really, because we know that at the end of the day, it's like a business. Korea is obviously going to promote them because they're the biggest group, came out of Korea. They're really pushing, they really opened up basically to international fans. They opened up the door to get to know that culture. You know, they made it more, I don't want to say popular, but they made it more accessible. So of course, like the economy of Korea is going to profit for any events that BTS does, because the fans are going to be wanting to go there and wanting to see it. So it's a very mutually beneficial thing that's happening right now. But in the end, you know, as long as ARMY is happy and BTS is happy and everybody's sticking to their like who they are, which we know BTS does. But anyways, I just rambled for a bit. So yeah, we're in the middle of Festa, and as we all saw the calendar already, we have surprises throughout up until like the 17th of June. And the one that dropped this morning, early this morning, I'm gonna cry already. I had to wait until I finished and came back home. Is Jimin surprised us with a live performance, live clip of Letter. I'm already emotional. Which we all know was like the secret track from his album Face, Letter, which was some of the guitars performed by Jungkook, and Jimin included it in Face as like a secret song at the very, very end of the album. So now we're actually getting to see him perform it live, and I just know it's gonna be so angelic with his angelic voice, and just, I'm not ready. I'm going to cry. So without further ado, ARMY, we are going to go ahead and take a look at Pyeongji, Dear Army letter for 2023 Festa, courtesy of Park Jimin. Like, look at the lavender flowers. He's in the park and he looks so angelic. It's like such a soothing background. Best voice. Oh my gosh, his youth tattoo. His voice. Take my hand. His voice is so clear and so like, it's like so clear, like you can't say he's not singing live. And it sounds so angelic, Jimin. And just the whole background that they chose. While we're together. A warm spring night. His voice. Don't worry. The birds chirping. His voice is like so clear and like it just gives you this angelic feeling, like this soothing, peaceful feeling. Aw, 7. We're always 7. The best Festa gift. I'm crying. Oh my gosh. His obviously when we all heard the song in the album and read the translation, we were a hot mess. I'm still a hot mess. But Jimin's voice, the quality of his voice is so like, is so crisp and clear, his enunciation and the control that he has, like, to go from note to note. But he has this color in his voice that makes everything sound so like angelic, and it gives you like, even like the way the with the guitar, like the way the song was produced and arranged is to give you this calm feeling. But literally, like, it's a letter that he wrote to us. I'm not gonna cry anymore. A letter that he wrote to us to remind us that no matter what happens, no matter if we leave, if we are far away from each other, if we're separated for some reason, you know, life happens, that they're always here for us. We're always, the fandom's always there for each other. Like, it's like a letter he wanted to write to the fans to say, especially now that everybody's enlisting, and there's going to come a point sometime in next year that we're gonna be missing all of them. Like, they're all gonna be enlisted. So it's like a reminder, like, hey, don't worry, you know, whatever happens, if if during that time you move on and you go on to something else, or even if you're still here, you know, we're always here for you. We're always going to be waiting. We're going to be here ready for you. Like he mentions the warm summer night, just like all the the things that he paints with his words, like to give us comfort. It's literally saying like, don't worry, no matter what happens, we are here for you. And like the way he sang it, like, I think like obviously once you hear a song by one person, it's hard to envision somebody else singing and having the same impact. But I feel like this message in this time, him delivering it was like the perfect person to deliver it. Because if JK or like Jin or even Tay like sang this song, I don't feel like it would have the same like soothing, give us the same soothing yet emo feeling that Jimin's angelic voice. It would have like, we would still feel something, but it would be different. If you know, guys know what I mean. But anyways, that was one of our many gifts of this Festa for 2023. 10-year anniversary. I can't believe I've been in army for 5 years. Like, I became an army, like, I've been in army for like half of the time that they've been together since they debuted. That's so crazy to me, because it feels like just yesterday that I discovered them. I'm getting emotional again. Okay, yeah, so that was Jimin's live performance of Pyeongji, Letter for Dear Army, 2023 Festa. There's obviously, we still have take two that's gonna be dropping in just like another day. So that's another song that we're gonna be mind blown. So let's make sure to show our support as we can, you know, with like the whole new Billboard rule changes and all that, the shenanigans that they're trying to do. But now that Melon is gonna be counting towards the Billboard global and non-US, we definitely going to be charting that song on the Billboard, even if it doesn't make the Hot 100 because of their new rules that are literally meant to keep out foreigners. We're still gonna get the song charted, Take Two. So let's just, can't wait to see what that sounds like come almost like, I feel like, what, 24 hours, because it drops on the 9th, which for us in the States is like literally tomorrow. But anyways, what did you guys think of the performance? Like, what were your favorite parts? Obviously, we all love this letter, and we all love the fact that Jimin was the one that wrote it and dedicated it to us. But leave me your thoughts, Army. How are you feeling? How are you doing this Festa? When did you get into BTS? When did you enter the magic shop? What are your favorite memories? Leave it all in the comments. I'd love to see it, and I'll see you next time.